What is going on, guys? Welcome to another SPL game. This time it's week 2. It's a Thursday, so not too many games have been done, but I'm bringing you a pretty hyped up RU game between Eternal Spirit and New Breed, who is alias's Cash Money Kevin this game. And Eternal Spirit actually has a very interesting team right off the bat with Mega Camerupt and Sock, which is like really uncommon. You don't really get to see these mons. Actually, you get to see Mega Camera, but not as common as other Pokemon. But very interesting choices, a choice from him, and I'm assuming that's Mega Steelix on New Breed's side with Como O. So it's pretty cool matchup on both ends. But first turn we see U-turn out from Moltres. Melodic comes in. It's gonna be interesting to see what the Slowking's item is. If it doesn't reveal leftovers, so it could be either Z, could be Toxic, could be Assault West, and I'm expecting either or any of those. Not really sure, but we're gonna find out as the game progresses. He switches out there. I guess I wanted to avoid the Toxic, brings in the Sigilif. By that damage, that's taken a lot actually, so it's probably more of an offensive set. I don't know if it has Roost or not, maybe it's Specs, can't really say, but that is a lot of damage. The burn obviously will not affect the Sigilif because it has Magic Guard, so yeah. I'm assuming a switch from New Breed here, expecting him to probably go to maybe, doesn't really have a solid switch in, but I guess unless that's Spedef Melodic, but it's not, so he switches out, I guess, predicting the Psychic, and he gets that turn correctly, and that does very minimal damage, so good play there. By that damage, I'm assuming it's probably not Specs, because that's pretty weak to a Gardevoir. It's not that bulky usually, so this could have Trick, honestly, the Gardevoir, so Bronzong is looking pretty prominent right now. It comes in, sets up rocks, so I could see New Breed maybe doubling here, or maybe going for Trick, so it's really going to be an interesting turn to see what happens. Definitely, I would see Eternal Spirit want to go out to get his rocks here, because Moltres on the other side of the field going to be lured and going to be forced to defog, so it's possible. But the Slowking actually ends up coming out, and that is a lot of damage. I assume that is probably Specs Gardevoir, because Slowking has really significantly good special defense, so that definitely looks like Specs Gardevoir to me. But I'm really surprised that Eternal Spirit chose to, like, I guess probably could be like Z Slowking maybe, which is why he went with this instead of Zong to avoid the trick. So yeah, so very well played by New Breed there, predicting the Bronzong very well, and that did very less damage actually. But yeah, Moltres is probably just not that doesn't have a lot of special attack, probably bulkier on a bulkier end. And wait, what? I don't know, they're talking about Heat Fruit, I'm not really sure. Is that a Bronzong ability? I'm not even... that's pretty funny. I do not know if that's actually the case, but... Anyway, nice burn there from the Slowking on Melodic. That kind of helps new Eternal Spirit. I don't know, I keep confusing these guys' name. But... The Zong also had no leftovers, which is kind of interesting. I don't really know. Maybe it's I'm not really sure what other item it could be. Maybe it's got a berry, possibly. So it's interesting. And the Sigilif comes in again, unless that's Roost. It really makes not a lot of sense to me, because then he could have easily just gone a Shaman on any of those turns, and I'm just surprised he keeps going to this. So I'm expecting a Roost right now, unless that'll just be a really surprising series of plays from Eternal Spirit, according to me. So. Right now, the Sigilif honestly still looks very threatening, because there aren't any Pokemon that can really come into it depending on its item. If it's like Life Orb or something, there's nothing that can really come in. Unfortunately, I don't know the calcs for this Pokemon, but it's definitely a huge threat, honestly, if Eternal Spirit cannot really attack it. And it does indeed reveal Roost, so that mon's really going to be annoying for New Breed to take on every single time, because Gardevoir is not really going to be able to come in a lot more than this. And now, even though Gardevoir is also a big threat now, because Slowking gets to it KO'd by Moonblast, and Bronzong's also got a recovery, and it's already taken a huge chunk from the Moltres, so not really a lot Eternal Spirit can do right now, actually. You might have to fodder a Pokemon, in fact. I think Zong can live 2 more, in fact 3 more, because it's at 51, if I'm not wrong. But even if it does, like, it can come in only once, so the Gardevoir are still a pretty huge threat. But it can't get any recovery off, because he doesn't have any New Breed doesn't have any Wish Mons or any Healing Wish or anything. So The Gardevoir can only come in a specific number of times, but the good part about that is if it comes in on something like Sock after rocks or maybe Camerupt, it can get a significant amount of damage off. So yeah, I mean, expecting the Gardevoir to get at least 1 or 2 kills this game if it goes well for New Breed. So right now, I would expect Eternal Spirit to go to maybe Camerupt. I doubt it. Maybe you never know. Or Bronzong. Those seem the two likely plays according to me. But yeah, Slowking Rod really looking at switching right now. Unless he just goes to Slowking to Scout. But then if Slowking comes in, it gets on a really low HP percentile. It'll probably be at like 25, I guess, after damage. But then it'll be hard for to bring it in again. And he does end up going a Camerupt, predicting the Moonblast pretty well. So yeah, that was a Eternal Spirit had to make an aggressive play there to end up not losing a Pokemon. So yeah, well predicted by him there, and now he can get the Mega Evolve off. And the Camerupt actually has a very good matchup in this game. Only Como and Melodic will resist fire, and Moltres as well, I guess. So, but I assume those run rock moves, and Moltres can't really do any damage to Camerupt apart from Toxic. And the Moltres set is probably Fire Blast, Toxic, Boost, Defog. So not really looking like a switch in, unless the Rotom has Defog. That also is a likelihood, but I don't know. Not really sure what the play will be from him. He ends up going to Melodic, which is interesting, I guess, because he can easily recover off the Earth Power damage. So yeah, that's a good play from Kevin, and he's gonna get the recover off here for sure. But the Sizzlift comes in again, and it's probably gonna be really annoying. It could be Calm Mind. I'm not really sure, but I guess that could be an option. Calm Mind with something that is a lot of damage, honestly. Whoo, that's a lot of damage. I'm not really sure. I still don't know what the set is for this Pokemon. Roost, Psychic, 2 moves could be. One has to be obviously another coverage move, but I don't know what the last move is going to be. So it's going to be interesting to see how Kevin plays around this. Both of these guys kind of have like these nuke Pokemons, which kind of just blow the other away. Even the Como, or if it's Dragon Dance, I think New Breed used Dragon Dance last week and obliterated his opponent. So if it's that again, that also has pretty good sweeping potential. And I think he's gonna predict this right and go on the Roost. Very well played by New Breed there again, utilizing the offensive capability of Gardevoir this game and just trying to pressure Eternal Spirit into switching out and basically losing a Pokemon every single time this comes in. So Specs Gardevoir is still looking extremely threatening, and I think this turn 100%, unless Bronzong lives 2 hits, New Eternal Spirit will lose a Pokemon. I do not know what he's going to prefer to sack, and I'm not really sure if Eternal Spirit has a Scarf Pokemon or not. But Sock has a Focus Sash, it could be Scarf. Shaman also could be Scarf, and I'm expecting one of them to be Scarf. Maybe Sock because it's Sash. Not Sash, I don't know why I said Sash, I'm going to say Sturdy. So since it has Sturdy, it could possibly be an Anti-Sweeper Mon, so it's likely or possible. But I think one of them is Scarf, and Sock goes to Sturdy directly from Moonblast hit, and I'm not really sure if Shaman can tank a hit. I know Sizzlift dies from 1 Moonblast 100%, and yeah, let's see if he's gonna go to Zong or not. I'm really curious to see what both of these players' Z moves turns out to be. It's probably gonna be Z Como from Kev, probably Z DD Como with Devastating Drake. But with Eternal Spirit, I really have no idea. He has like 5, I guess all 6 honestly, because the Shaman and Sock haven't been revealed. Sorry, I know I said 6, I meant 5. Except the Mega Camerupt, obviously that was kind of a derp moment. But yeah, apart from the Mega Camerupt, like all 5 of Pokemon could be Z move. And the Bronzong does end up getting 2 hit KO'd, so that was a miscalculation from me. So goodbye, Bronzong. I guess Eternal Spirit decided that Bronzong was the appropriate sack, which does make sense because the Zong did job and got his rocks up, but so now what is Eternal Spirit gonna go to? Probably the Scarf Pokemon. He could go to Camerupt here, but Camerupt doesn't really do a lot because Melodic just comes in and just like it's just bait for Melodic. And then if Melodic comes in, it's going to be the same cycle again, I would say. So So yeah, Sock does come in, which I'm not 100% sure Actually, max speed Sock is faster than Gardevoir, so Eternal Spirit has a good chance to bluff right now. So it's not too bad. So, I mean, Kevin doesn't really have a good switch in if that's banned Sock right now. Something automatically dies. So it's going to be interesting to see what he chooses to do. If he goes to Melodic, dies to 2 CCs. Rotom dies, Moltres dies after Rocks. Moltres would actually be a switch in if it weren't for the Rocks. So yeah, kind of a liability right now for New Breed. He really needs to get the defog off on that. But if it's Scarf, it's obviously going to do a lot less damage. But I think even with Scarf, everything gets 2-hit killed at this point from Sock. So, excuse me. Flu season's back, so my bad. Sock actually looking really good in this matchup right now. Oh, and Newbreed actually ends up staying, which is really surprising there. But I think that is Scarf damage, because Gardevoir's defenses are pretty trash. So I would expect that to be Scarf. So that's pretty good from Newbreed right there. And I think as he sacks the Gardevoir, he can get his defog off next turn as well, which is pretty good for him. Gardevoir did his job, pretty much got 1.5 kills and damaged two other Pokemon as well, so not too bad. And I think he's definitely gonna aim at sweeping with his Como O. If I'm not wrong, that should be defog Moltres. So if that comes in right now, it's gonna get the free defog off, which is pretty good for New Breed. Yep. So expecting the defog here, unless he just wants to go to it as a counter to CC, but Eternal Spirit's probably gonna opt to bring out Slowking here. Maybe Sigilyph if it has Calm Mind. Camera Up also is a possibility because if it runs a rock move like Ancient Power. So he's got a bunch of options here. This game's gonna be pretty close, I would say, because both of them have a lot of tricks up their sleeve right now. The Como O from New Breed is a big threat, and the Sigilyph plus the Shaman, which hasn't revealed anything yet, is also a pretty big problem. So the U-turn comes out actually, which is pretty interesting. So I guess it is not defog. So I'm not really sure. I guess it is defog Rotom. Kind of useless, basically taking 50% just to get 1% off on. Is that Scarf Moltres? I'm actually so confused. That just blew my mind. I just really do not know. It confuses me a lot. Unless that was banned, I don't know. I'm just confused altogether. But yeah, it's definitely defog Rotom. I'm sure about that, but that's just kind of surprising. I think New Breed lost a lot of momentum that turn. I don't really know. Moltres is kind of a liability now, but yeah, I'm expecting the Rotom to come in here for New Breed 100%. This is the perfect opportunity to get his defog off. So this is definitely gonna, yeah. Oh wow, he goes to Melodic. I guess yeah, going to Melodic is not a bad play because he can get his recovery off. But the Trick Room is pretty cool. Yeah, I was expecting the Nasty Plot, so I guess this is the Z move. Slowking. I think it's Z Scald, if I'm not wrong, but probably not. It is in fact Z Shatter Psych. So that is probably gonna be good game. If I'm completely honest, that yeah, unless Rotom magically lives a hit, everything. I mean, it's not a good game, but like there's nothing really. There's no real counterplay for a New Breed here. He's got to sack 2 Pokemon, got to go Rotom, and then try to sweep with DD Como O. So it's not really looking a very feasible option right now for for New Breed. I think this might as well be a good game right now. Unless the Rotom somehow lives, which it does not, so I guess he's gonna Steelix. He's gonna sack this right now. Next turn he goes to Moltres, sacks that, and then unless he goes to Moltres, but I really do not think that ES will choose to stay in. But we're just gonna watch how the turns play out. Not gonna go too far into the game. So yeah, it was pretty interesting how much damage the Moonblast did and everything, which is why I thought the lack of leftovers and everything was really curious. Oh, he ends up going to Rotom there. Nice play, nice play. Not bad. Now he's probably going to go to Steelix. But that really, actually, why would he go to Steelix? He's going to sack Moltres right now. He goes to Moltres and then he goes back to Rotom. And probably Leaf Storms, I guess. I'm not really sure. No leftovers on this either. I'm so confused what the item is. Like, no recovery. That's Psychic, I think, though. Actually, I'm not really sure if that was Psyshock or Psychic. I'm not really sure about the damage calcs in RU, so could have been either. Probably Psychic. I would like to believe because it's more powerful, and Melodics are usually defensive in RU. So, well, he doesn't. To be honest, Kevin doesn't really have a proper special defensive wall as well, but he does not actually. I'm kind of confused at this point. I don't really know what just happened. So I guess yeah, he's gonna sack it to the Z Dragon Claw, but now Slowking can come in again. But the weird part was I don't really know why he slacked the Rotom instead. Actually, I'm not really sure. I don't know if Rotom actually had any usefulness behind it. So yeah, it was fine. But now the Sigilif gets a kill, and yeah, the play clicking Z Dragon Claw there was the right play from Kevin, from Newbreed obviously, because he had to ensure that the Slowking didn't just end up sweeping him. It could even be, I'm not really sure if it's Z Dragon Claw, Z Outrage. I would be surprised if Slowking just died to Z Dragon Claw, honestly, but it's going to be hard for her, what's his name, to come back from this now. Because the Steelix lowers the Slowking again. Slowking kind of walls that thing. EQ doesn't do that much, I would say, around, I'm not really sure. So, then again, the Slowking has no recovery, so it's interesting. He can't really set up a nasty plot. I don't know, it's just really interesting altogether. Okay, the Heat Wave is revealed. Heavy Slam going to do a lot of damage, but the game's kind of over now because Moltres, unless that Scarf, is probably going to be slower than Sigilif, and then there is just no counterplay for ES whatsoever. For Newbreed, I keep confusing these guys, I'm sorry. Sorry about the background noise, guys. I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of annoying. Neighbors being pieces of shit. But very solid performance from ES this game, honestly. That he carefully picked the right time to sweep with this. But now, yeah, the Slowking comes in. He sets up a Trick Room, and unless Kevin gets a crit or a confusion, I really don't see this working out for him. Oh, he does get the confusion. Ooh, not bad. This is definitely a possible win now. He will DD here 100%. So I'm very curious if that confusion, if it works out, it's gonna be cool to see. So that was Scarf Moltres. The Shaman probably is like, I don't know, Healing Wish maybe. Shaman comes in on the DD. Is that gonna die to close combat? Is that really? I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Oh wow, that's actually Scarf Shaman as well. Honestly, well played, Eternal Spirit. That was very, very solid performance. He really had control over the game. Even at the end, he did not make a mistake. So well played, well played. That was a very solid performance. I hope you guys enjoyed this game, and I'll see you guys later.